Dear Sharpie, I'm writing this letter in regards to your marker products. I love them. I use them all the time and they are great. I would even go so far as to say they are the very best markers in the whole world. Woohoo! However, I've found a few minor problems with your product. The ink in your markers runs out too fast. I'll admit, the non-smear quality of the ink is great. But what good is a permanent marker if you can only use it for 17 minutes? The smell of the markers is very strong. Could you tone it down a bit? There are no safety instructions on what to do if I accidentally swallow a whole marker. What should I do? I've only seen your markers available in black, blue, green, and red. Have you considered branching out? I think it would be great if your company decided to create a Sharpie box of markers, kind of like Crayola. That would rule. Also, I have some concerns about the instructions on the marker itself. Now, I understand that I should not shake the marker to get more ink out of it. I tried, and it doesn't work. But I have a nervous condition. When I become agitated or upset, my hands tend to tremble. Normally, it's controlled by medication, but when I read something like "do not shake" on a marker, especially one I am trying to use, I become self-conscious of my trembling hands. It's all I can do not to shake. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm wondering, do you think the ink in your markers runs out fast because I'm shaking? Is that why the instruction to not shake is on there? If so, do you make any similar markers that you can shake? I would be most interested to learn about these products. Do you have a catalog? Could you send me literature on your markers? Thank you in advance for anything you send me. It's greatly appreciated. I also want to thank you for creating such a wonderful marker product for me to use. You guys are the best. Sharpie rules. Sincerely, C. Jake Cordova. P.S. Could you also send medical advice on what to do if I swallowed a whole marker? Just in case. Thanks.
Sanford. Quality since 1857. December 10th, 1999. Mr. C. Jake Cordova, Post Office Box 18344, Salt Lake City, Utah, 84118-0344. Dear Mr. Cordova, we received your recent inquiry regarding the Sharpie marker. The Sharpie marker states, "do not shake," because if you do shake it, it may splatter or spurt out at the tip end. You should not shake any of our markers. If you swallow a Sharpie marker, you may want to call 911. For more medical information on our products, please contact our medical emergency number at 800-228-5635. Have a good day, Mr. Cordova, and we trust this information will be helpful to you. Sincerely, Sanford. Carol Schwarzenberg, Consumer Service Division.
Western Waterproofing, care of Debbie Jensen, Office Manager, Salt Lake City, Utah. Dated 9 April 2007. Dear Mrs. Jensen, I am writing to confirm your request to have 5,000 Clowns for Tots attend your office luncheon this May Day 2007. Will 5,000 clowns still meet your expectations? I am sorry, but it has come to our attention that Slippy and Slappy will not be able to attend. Instead, they are being replaced by Hippie and Happy. Is this okay? Slippy has come down with a bad case of pregnancy. You understand. Listen, we will bring a gala of fireworks as requested, and we will certainly do our best to squish as many of us as possible into your CEO's car. We cannot, however, provide 180 pounds of mutton, as you originally requested, as we are strict vegetarians. Any red meat will need to be provided by your staff, as well as the requested tequila and Nacho Supreme. We can bring bottled water if you like, or child-sized Jamba Juice. Let us know. Please write back and confirm that we are still on for next month. And please let us know if we have forgotten anything. Otherwise, expect to see 5,000 of us in May. Sincerely, C. Jake Cordova, Clowns for Tots.
2. Clowns for Tots. Attention, Mr. C. Jake Cordova. Regarding Western Waterproofing May Day festivities. Dear Mr. Cordova, thank you so much for your prompt reply to our order for the Clowns for Tots festivities for our company luncheon to be held on May Day 2007. We are still chuckling as we remember the great job your clowns did on May Day 2006. We were disappointed to learn that Slippy will not be available to entertain this year. We wouldn't want to cause any strain on her since she is now in a delicate condition. Since she and Slappy were so close, we can understand why Slappy has chosen not to participate. Have the paternity tests come back yet, considering all the hoopla with the Anna Nicole fiasco? We were quite concerned that you left out the third clown in this threesome, none other than Sloppy. Has he been released from the facility yet? Perhaps he still has a little time left to serve. Please give him our best. We found him to be quite delightful in an odd sort of way. We are fairly familiar with Slippy, Slappy, and Sloppy's replacements, Hippy, Happy, and Hoppy. We read an article on them in last month's issue of Clowns on the Go. We again note that you failed to mention Hoppy. Perhaps he is no longer with your establishment. He always did seem a bit nervous and jumpy. As the head clown, I'm sure you must use your own prerogative regarding these issues. No matter, we will be delighted to be entertained by any of the clowns for tots that you provide. Our children are a little older now and better prepared for their hijinks. We prefer not to mention the incident from last year, but please be assured that little Cindy Lou has made great progress in her therapy. Your firework display was quite spectacular last year. That's why we requested it again for this year. However, would it be possible to shoot them off a little further away from those homes? Our company insurance rates hit the roof after we finished paying off all those claims. Our CEO, and former alumni from Clown College in Florida, stands ready and waiting to squish as many of you as possible into his car this year. As a side note, he has rented a Humvee this time. Rather than the 180 pounds of mutton as requested, we will honor the fact that you are vegetarians. Boy, you don't know what you're missing. And settle for the child-sized Jamba Juice. We anticipate about 5,000 children this year, one for each clown, so please provide enough Jamba Juices and be assured that money is not an issue. The adults will be very disappointed that you are no longer providing tequila and nachos supreme. Perhaps an alternative adult menu like rum cordials and Mexi fries would suffice. But either way, since you are the professionals, we will leave the adult refreshment concerns in your hands. We tremble in anticipation of your floor show this year, and know that it will most likely top what you did last year. How can you top that? The bandstand has been reinforced, so please do not worry. I think we have covered all the major concerns. I do appreciate your getting back to me in such a timely manner. I've always been quite impressed with your professionalism and your "the customer is always right" attitude. Wishing you well in all your preparations. Sincerely, Debbie Jensen, Office Manager, Western Waterproofing.